Good evening, morning, afternoon, day, my beautiful beings. This is Gypsy Jess with your Art of Tarot. I am still on the road for a couple more days. Cannot wait to get back into my own space, but still running good for now. Got some of my new decks out for you here to include the Visions Oracle deck that I got here where I'm at by a beautiful artist. Check her out. I tagged her in the notes below. We're going to be using the Sacred Web Oracle. Really loving the imagery on this as well as the Visions Oracle deck. Just absolutely beautiful. It's really been speaking to me. And I'm also going to clarify with the Shamanic Healing Oracle. So really excited to read a general reading again for you tonight. We'll be getting back to some pick-a piles once I get back into my own space. And then some live readings. We've hit that 50 subscriber mark. Once we hit 100, I will be giving away 3 free personal readings that will get recorded and uploaded to a private link. So like, subscribe, and please comment for chances to win. And on that note, I will put these off to the side for now, my beautifuls, and give her a good shuffle. I hope you're having a wonderful moment wherever you're at. If you're not, I'm sending all my love. If you're new, this is the part where I go ahead and ask you to take a big deep breath and let go of the day just for a moment and allow yourself to be open. Give yourself permission to be open to messages of only the highest light and good, to be open to any symbols, synchronicities, phrases, names that might come through that help you align that part or whole message as part of your own. If it's not your story, please don't claim it. It is a general reading, so it's intended for all of those that will see this for all time, through all time and space. Messages are timeless, so even if it's not for you right now, it may pop up in the future and be just the right thing. And on that note, let's go ahead and get started. Dream Weaver, da, 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 da. I don't know why that song just popped into my head. Someone's dreaming. Dream Weaver, da, 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 da. I don't even know the words. Why is that song in my head? Some of you like some oldies. Beautiful energy. Right off the bat, we've got the peacock and the lotus. We've got the wolf. Or even a fox. That even has a fox coyote look there. I am still learning the art in this deck, so I may reference the beautiful book. I'm going to give you a little peek at it real quick. It's just awesome, just an awesome reference there. So I did name this channel The Art of Tarot for a reason, because I mean that's what speaks to us. That's the whole point, right? A little spicy psychology. So for those of you who are maybe new to the woo-woo, just keep in mind that, you know, I show you the cards so you can interpret them as well. You may see something different, and if you do, by all means, please comment below. I'd love to hear it. Got the moon in reverse. I'm going to move these over just a tad there. 2 wands. 1 more. I'm actually going to clarify with oracle cards today too, which is kind of a different source of earth. And actually I was going to start with oracle and I ended up starting with tarot, so perhaps that's how that was intended to go. Spirit. I keep hearing this Dreamweaver song. It's an older song too. Dream Weaver, da 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 da, da 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 da. Almost like a lullaby. And I honestly don't remember all the words to the song, but it's a very classic song, and it almost sounds like someone singing a lullaby. So maybe I'm speaking to someone who's in that space, stripping illusions, or who's just been dreaming. Dream Weaver. But here, their first oracle card out is stripping illusions. How ironic. This is beautiful energy coming through tonight. Oh, how lovely. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. And look at that. We have the source of the earth, that tree, and then right there, healing, that palm, healing energy to the earth. New beginnings at the bottom of the deck. So before I want to just verify this peacock and lotus here, but look, just take a look before I even get started reading. Look at the lineup of this imagery right now. We've got the lotus right under the lotus. We've got the palm right under the palm. Just the blossoms all through. It's quite lovely. It's quite lovely. So I do want to look at these two cards, but what I get right away is that I'm speaking to someone who is blossoming. And I say blossoming in a sense that this is after what feels like a dark night of the soul. Someone who was once buried, now beginning to bloom. And I get Empress energy, I get green, Earth, Taurus, I get, and this could be, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and that might not mean much to you, but someone who could even have a green thumb, who feels deeply connected to the earth. You may work with plants, be a biologist, because I see so many plants here. And with that abundance, I just feel a blossoming, a spring. And spring may be very important to you coming forward. Flowers bloom. These seem like really important things to you. And I know I started singing that dream song right off the bat. And we have this moon in reverse, along with stripping of illusions. And it's not clarifying here, but what I see, especially with that peacock as a symbol and this abundance coming through, because I'm pretty sure when I look this up, this card, I'm pretty sure it's called abundance, and we have abundance here. I get someone who's woken up, who has woken up from the illusions of the world, from the conditioning and the secrets of mainstream society, of corporate America, and of all the things, all the superficial things in life, superficial beauty, whether that be, designer clothes and having the nicest cars and needing to keep up with the Joneses, but who is now blossoming, who's blooming in a new sense of the world. Senses, I'm getting strong senses coming on, a sensory experience. And in doing so is attracting a wealth of abundance. And perhaps you are someone who's recently made the decision or walked away from a corporate job. I don't know why that is coming through, and especially with that Dream Weaver song coming through as a lullaby. Someone who was once lulled to sleep by this dream, right? These illusions that had been weaved in front of them about what was important, what they need, and who's woken up, who's woken up to their beauty, to the beauty of the world around them, to the beauty of their own heart. And this has been a significant emotional release. And I feel like this is surrounding a choice that's been made recently. Like I said, perhaps a choice to leave a work environment. And I'm getting that strongly with the Two of Wands here, because a journey, and usually that would come across a choice with Pentacles, but this, see how this armadillo here, or what appears to be in my eyes an armadillo, seems to be tucked away kind of in the womb, like a womb-like seated circle, and they're very tough outer shells. But here right below it, clarifying it, is this beautiful emotional release, this blossoming. And I get that this is someone who is blossoming to their own emotions, who's finding curiosity within themselves and the struggles that they have gone through, right? Who's looking at it with a new sense of interest rather than shunning away from their emotions, who's now moving towards them with a sense of curiosity. And that opening of the heart, which I'm telling you, there's so much opening here, and it's beautiful. Like, it makes me want to cry. I feel like I want to cry, but a joyful cry, a tears of being reborn, being born to the world and seeing the world through kind of innocent eyes, the loving eyes. And in doing so, with that open heart, is attracting all sorts of abundance. Abundance of love, abundance of money, abundance of friends, abundance of plants and animals and greenery. I see like green here, and a fruitfulness, and the heart is the wellspring of life, and from it, we come our actions and our emotions, and I truly see a blossoming of one's heart. And with the tree here and that pouring of green below it, that definitely speaks to me to be that heart chakra, and someone who is now gone from being kind of up in the air, up in their mind, to being rooted in the earth, which is a deeply healing energy. This is feminine energy, and perhaps I'm speaking to someone who was operating once heavily in their masculine energy, male or woman, doesn't matter, and maybe even a masculine one who's now getting to the root. See the root of all things there, and at the root, the base, the red, that's where the seed is planted and the tree blossoms from. And I'm hearing, the tree can only grow so much in a day, my love, right? It can only grow so much in a day, and to be gentle with yourself, but you are blossoming beautifully, and you hold the world in your hands, right? Your heart is the source of all this abundance and all of the things that you're intended to create on the earth. And now that you've corrected, perhaps that is right for some of you, but now that you've connected or are connecting your head to your heart, your crown chakra to your root chakra, your heart chakra to your root chakra, now things are blossoming. And with that, I'm sure surely comes some tears. And tears are beautiful. That's what waters the seed, right? Here we have the seed, here we have the tears, the rain. We cannot blossom. We cannot transform without going through the rain, right? Without being planted here in the mud. And this is just such beautiful, like I said, it makes me emotional, such beautiful energy. And I want to say to you, good job. Whatever you're doing, if this is resonating with you and you've started to release that hard outer shell, I could definitely be speaking to a few Cancers here, that crab. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep doing the work, because clearly there's been some healing work done, and it's caused a beautiful emotional release. And if this has been hard for you in any way, and I'm sure it has been, I'm absolutely sure it has been, continue on with that curiosity. Whoop, push that there. With that curiosity, right? Digging into the root of things, that triggering that kind of sacral chakra. See our little fox, our little coyote is looking at, because that's the 9. It's the 9 of Wands, and that's, you know, right before the 10 where we put the burden down. And in a traditional tarot, or a tarot pictured in many ways, this can look like a very wounded warrior energy, or, you know, the burden of constantly carrying things up the hill. And here we see our little fox, our little coyote, looking at this wounding, this burden, not looking away, but looking right at it, and with a sense of innocent curiosity. And I think that's such an important lesson when it comes to exploring our emotions, because all emotions are holy. It's not just the positive emotions that are important. It's the anger, it's the sadness, it's the fear, it's the sense of unworthiness, it's the rage, it's the grief. All of these things are holy emotions, and I really see you doing the work in exploring these. And I just want to say kudos to you, love, because I know it's not easy to blossom. But that's the beauty, especially of the lotus that shows up twice here for you, is the lotus, from what I understand, blossoms from mud in very difficult conditions. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a very sacred symbol of abundance, which is coming through in so many different ways here. And I just see a beautiful glow up, a transformation, a blossoming, and maybe you're at the very beginning of this, but I do feel like this was a choice. This was an exploration of your own kind of inner secrets and things that were deep below the surface. And this is going to bring you such wonderful clarity and joy, just joy. And I'm really proud of you, and I hope you're proud of yourself too, because this is no easy task. The Oracle. The Oracle is the keeper of sacred mysteries that exist beyond language, that live at the source of our collective wisdom. The Oracle is here to teach you to have reverence for all things and all beings. In reverence, you can begin to recognize that you are always in the presence of the sacred. The Oracle guards the gateway to this understanding, for it knows that the sacred dwells within that opening of the heart. Rest easy in their presence and their willingness to protect this ancient truth. Take heed of their encouragement to trust in your intuition and your dreams, for when you tune into this divine space of inner knowing, you cultivate your own wisdom and deep peace. Know that the Oracle is full of love for you, and the muddied waters and the glowing lotus parts of you. Let the Oracle be your healing guide, and as you journey through the integral moments of your human experience, may they help you shepherd through the darkness and into the light. Oh, that almost got me. And the word here is reverence. In reverence, I recognize that I am always in the presence of the sacred, because you are the sacred, my love. You are the sacred. And just as I said, there is such a beautiful blossoming here from whatever darkness you have overcome. And you, like I said, are doing it beautifully, even if it feels a little rough, right? Even if it feels a little rough, because you are resilient. You are resilient, and there's strength in your heart. There's fire in your heart, and this heart that's opening. I just feel so strongly empowered by this reading, because it takes courage to go into those spaces that we don't want to explore. It takes courage to go into those places that have been hurt and hidden away, and to go in there with a curiosity versus a fear. And you are courageous, and this is going to produce such a wellspring of life. You are creating a new life, right? Made out of love and out of reverence for yourself and for whatever you've gone through. And I just hope you're really proud of yourself. All right. Now, Source of Earth. With deep respect for my body, my home, and this earth, I recognize that we are all one. Right? the source of earth wants you to recognize that when you nurture the physical aspects of your life, you are taking care of your soul's container. So like I said, I feel a sense of blossoming here, and this may be in regards to a fitness program, maybe, but I'm getting more so that this is someone who's exploring a deep wounding that's been held in the body, right? That trauma that's been held in that body. Because when we ignore the trauma, when we ignore the pain, when we ignore the grief, and we push those down into secret, that has a very physical effect. And when we don't pay attention to the sacred within us, those sacred emotions, those sacred wounds, it's much easier to forget about the sacredness of the world around us because we're disconnected. We're disconnected from ourselves and therefore the rest of the world. And our earth does need us. It's our source. It's our mother source. And it reminds us, this card reminds us as well that we are holy and we are connected to everything under the stars, under the moon. It's all sacred, and I do believe there are many people waking up to the truth of, we are a sacred part of this planet. We're not just here to live on it and use it, right? And that's the divine in us too, the feminine energy, that creative energy, the Mother Earth energy, which is in all of us, men as well. And if I'm speaking to any men in body, or those who really deeply resonate in that masculine energy, and these are women who've been wounded, deep wounds by the masculine, and the same with the masculine, as children, we were told, oh, boys will be boys, and, toughen up, big boys don't cry, big girls don't cry. But the truth of the matter is there's research that shows men are actually, and young boys are so much more sensitive than women or young girls at a younger age. And we do them such a great disservice and such a great wound by teaching them to shy away from their emotions and to clam up and to bottle up and to be tougher. And that's where we see war, and we see hurt, and we see greed by both men and women because of those wounds within us. So kudos to you, my love, on all the healing you're doing. It's absolutely beautiful. And cry and be rageful and be happy and grieve. Do all the things you need to do because you are blossoming. You are the moon and the stars and the sky, and you are beautiful. And that muddy part of you is sacred and beautiful too. And I'm just gonna get some oracle here from the Visions deck, but just such powerful messages coming through. Grounding and getting to the root issue. And coming up through that dark night of the soul with such a grace, such a beautiful grace. If you're unfamiliar with the lotus, please look that up after this reading and look at it and see if that energy resonates with you, because there's lots of seed energy here, star seed energy, earth energy, Empress, Emperor energy here, a lot of Empress, but more so that Empress that is within all of us, that divine feminine Mother Earth, Mother energy, just a healing going on with that here, and you should be so, so proud of yourself. Let's get some oracle here. 2353. Illusions, stripping illusions. How funny is that with that Dreamweaver song that came through, and here we have the snake. And you can look at the snake a lot of different ways. We like to demonize the snake in some religions, but in other religions it's sacred. But with the snake, there's the tree of knowledge, right? And also with that red here, Kundalini energy, it's that awakening, that deep awakening that comes from the root chakra, the base. And I feel like there are deeply held illusions that are being awoken for you from that base, and you are now shedding skin. You are shedding skin, and you are growing, and you are blossoming with the fruit of your new knowledge. And this is a very deeply powerful thing for you, because with the shedding of illusions comes this curiosity, right? Looking at that base, that root chakra. 6, we have that's also the Lovers, passion. But the root is also where our childhood and sexual trauma is stored. And it seems that you're really looking at that with a sense of childlike curiosity and doing it justice, and stripping away the illusions, the secrets. And this awakening in you is showing in an opening of the heart, a healing of the heart with that pink flame there. Google on YouTube any of the pink flame healing meditations, the violet flame healing meditations. Perhaps you will resonate with the heart chakra tones. You can even Google clearing away of root chakra trauma or balancing of that root chakra. But there is a connection between the root and the heart and a growth. I mean, we see it here with the red, and we see it here with the green coming through very, very strongly. And I encourage you to look at those. But a connection from the bottom up. And when trauma happens, sometimes we can get disconnected. When we have illusions that don't resonate, like conditioning that doesn't resonate with who we truly are, there's a disconnect. And what I see is a healing, a merging of that after this dark time. So, wow, it's just coming through strong. Ooh. And what's funny, these stones that you see here, these are garnet. I don't know why I said carnelian. Look up carnelian. Maybe that's important for you. But these are garnet, like a raw polished garnet, and these are grounding stones. And perhaps that's, a big major call of what this is about, is grounding in the earth, getting in touch with Mother Nature, going out into nature, looking at awe of her beauty and your beauty, feeling her, getting a little dirty. Maybe there's even a call for some gardening here. That's a beautiful, there's something beautiful about planting something and watching it grow. And you are a part of that on this earth. You were planted and you grow, and healing yourself can also have a very healing, powerful effect on the earth around you, the world around you, family. Perhaps take a look at my reading yesterday. This came up yesterday, family, and it really spoke to a healing of the universal family. And what's powerful about the elephant, again, this is matriarch, this is empress energy. Go back to some of my very original postings, you'll see I have an elephant in the background. Her name is Empress. She is the mother, she's the matriarch, and perhaps there are some very mother, I also get a sense, like I said earlier, of that mother wound, mother-father wound coming through for healing. But what I was talking about with my reading yesterday, and the elephants in the herd, is, they are born with an innate sense of how and when to migrate. The matriarch, the oldest of the herd, leads the group through drought season, using their knowledge and their senses to where the water paths are until the summer rains come, or the fall rains, or the rain season per se. And there's some really beautiful documentaries on this, or knowing how to know. They can sense out, I believe it's they can smell, or with their trunk they can pick up water below the earth, and sense it, and then they'll scrape and pull up water and get it to come up. But they survive, and sometimes just barely too, with the little babes, the little pups, with their senses. And I said that earlier, like a sensory coming through. And perhaps you may, even with this awakening, be feeling a little bit overwhelmed with your senses. When we're disconnected from our body, that's exactly what we do. It's a survival mechanism. So to dull the senses. And you may be feeling both vibrant in the world. The world could feel very vibrant for you, but it can also feel a little overwhelming. So be gentle with yourself, love. and do your best not to dull these things, to feel your feelings, and to take great joy in that emotional release that comes up with it. Whew. Man, messages coming through tonight. But doing a beautiful job. The moon coming up here twice for you, and this is big water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is also big secrets, big hidden things coming to light, being pulled with the moon. 38 here, 44, maybe ages, maybe important things for you. But the moon is also a very strong sign in Pisces, but being pulled by the moon, this is also an illumination, which is symbolic of spiritual knowledge, right? No longer living under illusion, living under conditioning. Now things become illuminated, and that pull, that natural pull of the moon on water can be so powerful. It creates waves. And with this emotional release here, I'm sure you are experiencing waves of emotion. We just had the full moon in Leo the other night, a very powerful time, especially if you're a water sign. Be very sensitive. If you're empathic, if you're in tune with nature around you, you may feel sad for seemingly no reason. You may cry. If you're a woman, your cycle, your moon may line up perfectly with this, and this is a very powerful thing. When your cycles, your feminine cycles are matching up with the moon cycles too, you are definitely gifted. It's a blessing in that way, because that's very powerful, especially when you match up that with intentions, with releases, with meditations, and honoring yourself and releasing what no longer serves you. When you put that out, it's a far more powerful manifestation, especially when there's deep emotion behind it. Whether it be release or manifestation, you are always creating your life. And right now, you are very powerful and very powerfully creating a new world for you in this release. So just be mindful of that and continue to allow these waves of things to come to the surface, these old illusions to be washed away, because every time you do, the abundance that you are drawing in is that much stronger. The more connected you are to the earth, your feelings, your family, your universal family, the more powerful you become. And I do also feel inclined to talk about strong star seed energy here. If you've never heard that term before, look it up. But these are very old and powerful souls that are here, that have chosen to be incarnated on this earth at this time to be a source of growth and healing for a new earth. If you've always been told you're an old soul, or you're a little strange, or you say things differently, you look at things differently, that's because you're intended to. Maybe you even learn differently, and that is a gift, which can be a very difficult gift, especially when you feel things very deeply, when you feel the pain of the earth and those around you very deeply. But that is your gift to the earth, to bring in and create a new earth. That may be something that's coming to light for you. Maybe this is the first time you've heard it, and that's the intention of this reading for you. But have strength in that, and forgive those around you with all these pains and things coming up for you. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Perhaps even family, so that you can connect that much deeper to yourself and the world around you. Woo! All right, this is powerful stuff. We're gonna get some Sacred Animal Oracle, and then I'm gonna get some Twin Flame Activation, because this is just so incredibly powerful. And you should really be proud of yourself. Really be proud of yourself, and how beautiful and how graceful I am getting grace with this. Gracefully, you're navigating this transition right now and these emotional releases. But let it come. Let these truths come and let that healing light in. We have all this pink. This is very healing light. And what this healing is also doing is strengthening your connection both to the earth, your grounded self, to the stars, to the spiritual self. And that's what we see here with that purple and that blue and that pink, right? The purple and the blue and the peacock there. It's a connection to the universe, a connection to your guides, to your star seed family, your star family. Star seed. That's star seed. That's what I get here. The moon and the stars. Ooh, oh my goodness. Let's see what I got here. Home. Oh my goodness. Freedom. Craziness. That's right at the middle of the deck there. That doorway. Freedom. Look at that moon. The stars. And again, I get this strong starseed energy. And if you don't know anything about starseed, extraterrestrials, and a lot of the theories out there, that we genetically are, extraterrestrials as well, and that all these temples, the pyramids are doorways to other dimensions, other planets, and even theories that we are already out there. And once you evolve, once you open to these truths, these higher vibrations, and you start to purify, that these doorways become open to you. All right, we see that little unicorn. It says horse, but it looks like a unicorn to me with that little, I guess it's an ear, but to me it looked like a unicorn. But this white horse, the white horse running through the doorway, this purified, powerful horse. Another symbol here. 24, this is also 6. So now we have 6 and 6 right there. The doorway from illusions. You are escaping illusion and seeing the truth of who you are. And who you are is light, is a higher being. You're a higher vibration. All right? And if you're still here, if you're listening to this part of this reading right now, you very likely are starseed energy. And your job is to be a higher vibration and guide the world into a new world. To connect our human population with a higher, more evolved, much older intelligence that surrounds us all the time. All you have to do is open to the truth of this, and the doorway opens to you. Go to the door and you shall receive. Or knock, and you will be answered. Right? So, what a brilliant reading! A brilliant reading. I love it. Beaver work, and look what the beaver is. The beaver is not here in the water. Okay, the beaver is up in the stars. Look at where the work you're doing is taking you. It's taking you to the moon and the stars. Look at this. Look at all of this starseed energy coming through. You beautiful, beautiful being, you. Again, maybe the beaver is a sync for you, a horse, the peacock. But I definitely get strong starseed spiritual evolution happening here. The abundance of the whole universe is yours. And you can manifest this, you can work with this, but what you're intended to do is bring this onto earth, into a new earth, to build, to take this knowledge that you're getting from the stars and to build here on earth a new world. Open, knock, and you'll be answered. Okay. Armadillo. There's the armadillo again. What did I say? And here with the pyramids, what did I say with the pyramids? The pyramids being gateways. Here we see that Aztec, and the Aztecs too are said. You look at the old spiritual or the writings of Aztecs, Inuit, or not Inuit, I think Inuits are the only one, this groundedness. Oh my goodness, it's such beautiful synchronicities and messages coming through. I am telling you, perhaps you even have a connection back to, you know, Aztec, Mayan culture, but they talk about, you know, gods from the stars, right? They worship the sun and the sun gods. And look up armadillo energy, because there's something here with that specifically for you. Armadillos, again, coming through very strongly. And groundedness. What did I say? That star seed, that seed energy, that grounded energy. This is where, you know, this is where we plant and grow from. And look, I mean, look at it. It's just, I love it. I love it when the messages come through like this. But you are this light. You are this star seed. And you're here to grow. And I feel like there are messages coming across for you. Now I'm speeding up because I'm getting so excited. And perhaps this is one of them, to help this come to light for you. But you are here to usher in and create this new earth. You are the source, right? And the source is you. But I want you to look up armadillo and the meaning of the armadillo, because I feel like this is a beautiful confirmation and a beautiful truth for you. And if this is even causing an emotional reaction in you right now, that is for your healing. It's for you to remember. The whole world is waking up right now. And you, my love, are one of those star seeds that is being called to wake up, so that you have a doorway to the divine, to your star seed family, so that you can do the work here on earth. And this could be very, very, very healing for you. Bottom of the deck, authenticity, wolf, to be your authentic self. Ooh, wow.